almost all clients I get now have a challenge in actually the whole flow from ID to actually customer value. It's not only development. Well, I started actually working with Sociocracy before it was S3, and I think it was 2013. I learned about Sociocracy 2012. Started working with it 2013, and we had the first S3 course ever. I think it was here at CRISP. The main reason for me to start using S3 is for organizations to be more collaborative, more participative, and also for the organization itself to be more adaptable and agile. I've been coaching a lot within the agile domain for many years, and there's been a lot of successes in agile development, but focusing on development. So many organizations now have really effective teams doing development. Almost all clients I get now have a challenge in actually the whole flow from ID to actually customer value. It's not only development, it's actually making sure that you're taking, being innovative, taking the right ID, and going from ID very quickly to the end result, not just development. So in this case, you need to have many perspectives in the beginning to make sure that you're actually considering all the stakeholder needs, all the perspectives. So you need really effective kind of discovery, and then you can use a lot of the patterns and tools. I foresee that in a few years, or it's already starting now, that once we have that figured out, the next step is also to have the organization itself agile. So applying agile on the organization itself. So I perceive that in like 2-3 years, the demand for these kind of things will be much higher even. Okay, so some recommendations if you want to start with Sociocracy 3.0. Well, of course, I would go to the website sociocracy3.0.org. There's a lot of resources there. You can read about the different patterns. Some are a bit easier to start practicing with by yourself, but of course, I would recommend some training or looking at some YouTube clips and so on. And well, I've been working with this for 4 years now, and I acknowledge that there's more nuances in how to learn, how to perfect the facilitation. There's depth to it, but it's also easy to get started. So you can just take a practice and just start using them. A pitfall could be thinking of it as I want to become an S3 organization, or someone might be thinking that, oh, we don't want to be an S3 organization, or we want to be an S3 organization, or this is kind of a framework or kind of a whole solution package or something like that. Because in a complex environment, there is no kind of fixed recipe of how to do things. But what is useful is looking at patterns that have worked in similar situations, and then we can take them and apply them and test to see, experiment with them, how it works in our context. But to do that, you need to understand the purpose behind. So you can take just a pattern and kind of not really getting benefit and throw it out immediately. So for example, one example is we do a lot of rounds to make sure people are heard, included, and getting the opportunity to participate and build trust. So if you don't really understand the purpose of that, you might think that, oh, that's a bit tedious or take more time, and you throw it out before. So learning also about the underlying kind of principles, why it's important, the theory a bit behind, then you can apply a pattern. So just copying a pattern or thinking it's a whole kind of solution, that's two pitfalls. Try it and experiment with it, and there's a great Facebook page as well to check in and share questions and so on. And well, I'm based in Stockholm, so we are building a kind of a community and have some meetups and so on here to share and learn together.